said, taxes. We're talking about taxes. No, obviously he said practice. We're talking about practice, man. Well, here we're going to be talking about taxes. Hey there, my name's Kenner French. We're with the Vast Voice. We're telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. But really today, on Tax Tuesday of the Vast Voice, we're going to be talking about taxes. Now, a lot of people are worried about taxes. They don't want to do taxes. They think it's a waste of time. Well, I'm going to say quite otherwise. Typically, taxes are going to be, as an entrepreneur, really one of your biggest expenses. So why not spend time on mitigating or lowering taxes, really? Because in a lot of instances, you can if you spend some time, either one, lowering your taxes on your own, or two, spending time with a tax professional to optimize or lower your taxes to the extent possible. I know that sounds crazy, but it's worth it, generally speaking, as an entrepreneur, to spend maybe a quarter per year sitting and talking and lowering your taxes. It really, really doesn't take that much time and that much work to lower your taxes. Otherwise, what happens? April 15th comes, boom, you have to write a check to Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam doesn't even want you to write a check to Uncle Sam. That's too much, believe it or not. Well, I'm here to tell you, spend some time with your tax professional. Spend some time learning about taxes. Look at your books. Understand your books. It will make a huge difference. Coming out of college, actually in college, I remember hating taxes, thinking it's a waste of time. When I became an entrepreneur back in 2006, the first thing I started to figure out is taxes makes a big, big difference. Well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on, this show today talking about taxes, because I'm just going to try to ram it home for you to do one thing, and that's look at your taxes quarterly. Now, obviously, our whole company is really based on at VastSolutionsGroup.com on lowering taxes, right? What legally, morally, and ethically, whatever we can do legally, morally, and ethically to lower taxes, hey, that's what we want to do. That's the first step as an entrepreneur or as an investor. If you can have a rate of return, let's say of X, and you're paying attention to your taxes, lowering your taxes, well, you're going to have a bigger chunk of money to get X, let's say an 8% rate of return based on 100,000, because you lowered your taxes from, otherwise your portfolio would have been 80,000, but now because you lowered your taxes, you have a bigger portfolio, 100,000. And if you're getting an 8% rate of return, hey, great, right? Versus if you're starting at an $80,000, let's say, portfolio because you didn't lower your taxes, well, okay, you're starting at 80,000 and you're going to get an 8% rate of return. Which one is going to be better? I got to say, and obviously, because you're lowering your taxes, paying attention to your taxes, well, therefore you're going to be better off down the road. Now, I'm not saying do illegal things, because that doesn't work. That just doesn't work. If you're doing illegal things, you should get busted by the cops, meaning the IRS. But at the same time, I'm going to remind you, the IRS does not want you to overpay your taxes. You have a duty as a taxpayer not to overpay your taxes. And there's so many things that you can be doing as a taxpayer to lower your taxes. It's unbelievable, because people, again, maybe even tax professionals are at fault here. April 15th comes, you write a check. Well, there you go. Versus really January 1st comes, you should be trying to lower your taxes on an ongoing basis. And one way of doing that, paying attention to your taxes, meeting with your tax professional as an example. Now, obviously, I have a big team of CPAs, tax attorneys, et cetera, to help me and to help our clients. But what I would say is it's up to you to make that determination. This is Tax Tuesday. And my takeaway from this, if I were you, is, all right, I should really spend some time on my taxes. Well, once again, my name is Kenner French, and with the Vast Voice, we're telling business secrets to entrepreneur. Hopefully this has been of value to you. And if it has, please email us, info@VastSolutionsGroup.com. Again, info@VastSolutionsGroup.com. We'd love to hear from you. We're looking for some ideas from you, the taxpayer, ways to kind of make this show a little bit more interesting, a little bit more giddy up and go-ish. Once again, Kenner French of the Vast Voice, telling business secrets to entrepreneurs. It's been a pleasure.